Hi Dhamma friends, today I am going to speak about how Buddhism declined in India. Well, the decline of Buddhism in India, a historical perspective. Buddhism, a spiritual tradition born in the heart of India with the enlightenment of Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, once flourished across the Indian subcontinent, spreading its message of non-violence, compassion, and mindfulness. However, over centuries, its influence diminished in the land of its origin. This presentation explores the reasons for Buddhism's decline in India, emphasizing historical, social, and cultural contexts. Buddhism gained prominence during the Mauryan Empire under Emperor Ashoka, who actively promoted its teachings. Monasteries, stupas, and educational institutions like Nalanda and Vikramashila became hubs of Buddhist learning. Ashoka's patronage helped spread Buddhism across Asia. However, the decline began subtly after Ashoka's death as subsequent rulers prioritized other traditions or lacked Ashoka's zeal for Buddhism. Buddhism coexisted with Hinduism for centuries, but over time, Hindu practices and philosophies began to absorb many Buddhist elements. Philosophical integration. Buddhist teachings on compassion, meditation, and non-violence were incorporated into Hinduism, especially through the rise of Advaita Vedanta, Bhakti movement. Hinduism's emphasis on personal devotion to deities gained popularity among the masses, sidelining Buddhism's monastic and philosophical approach. Buddhism heavily relied on royal patronage for its monasteries and learning centers. The invasion of the Huns in the 5th century CE and the destruction of Buddhist institutions weakened the community. Later, the Gupta Empire, which initially supported Buddhism, shifted its focus to Hinduism, reducing resources for Buddhist institutions. The arrival of Islamic rulers in India marked a significant blow to Buddhism. Major centers of learning, such as Nalanda and Vikramashila, were destroyed by invading armies. Many monks were killed, and texts and artifacts were lost forever, leaving Buddhism without its institutional backbone. Over time, Buddhist monastic communities became increasingly isolated from the lay population. The growing gap between monks and lay followers led to a loss of grassroots support. Monastic life, though vital for preserving teachings, became less accessible to the common people compared to the more inclusive practices of other traditions. Many Buddhist deities and symbols were assimilated into Hinduism. Buddha was revered as an incarnation of Vishnu in Hinduism, which further diluted the distinct identity of Buddhism in India. Despite its decline, Buddhism never completely vanished from India. The 19th and 20th centuries witnessed revival efforts led by individuals like Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who embraced Buddhism as a path for social reform. Today, Buddhism continues to thrive in pockets of India, especially among Dalit communities, and as a heritage symbol in places like Bodh Gaya and Sarnath. Buddhism's decline in India was not due to a single factor but a confluence of historical, social, and political changes. Despite its diminished presence, its core teachings continue to inspire millions worldwide. The story of Buddhism in India serves as a reminder of the impermanence of all things, a truth deeply embedded in the Buddha's own teachings. Nothing is permanent. Everything is subject to change. Being is always becoming. Let us honor Buddhism's legacy by understanding its rich history and embracing its timeless wisdom. Thanks each and everyone in the Dhamma.